Fire incident has left hundreds of people homeless. The Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School will introduce 3 school choice system. Magistrate Mark Gegba has sentenced 21-year-old Alfred to 1 year 6 months imprisonment. Now let's join Maria Tudukure for the news in details.
Hello and welcome to Newswatch Online TV News. I am Maria Tudukure. Fire accident on Monday has left hundreds of people homeless and millions of leones worth of properties destroyed at Kolbaya and Iguaf community at Susans Bay. Salima Tuwai Kamara was there and filed in these reports.
Fire accident has been the most unwelcoming incident for house owners and tenants in some communities in Sierra Leone. On Monday, Kolbaya and Biguaf community in Susans Bay has experienced a fire accident in the early hours of 3 a.m. and 1 p.m. respectively. Santigi Conte, a house owner at the Kolbaya community, explains about the incident.
Loss of money and property, then but Kubakuan who don't lost today. But think God proof for no more, life no go. But then the fire I see now doing under. I told them you other neighbor house. But then talk say the person that cook be the cook around this some minute for me till 4 o'clock. They say the warm rest. I do warm rest in the park. I did the fire cage park. I don't know that the window close as they say. Anyone come and go call one party the house owner there. For come back. You go talk say fire. Don't go call no more come. Then they back when yalla no la and the other person there near na see like ala fire make na we save the alarm blow. The house owner we don burn around. If you dey cut some more, this room it imports and past 1,500 household would not affected right now.
Aja Kaloko explained how her properties were stolen from the incident.
They not born, but look the place they don't born. Me na don't cut at the friend. Now just left you don't impossible meet me say oh they born at Biguaf and a Biguaf here dey. Me na stranger. I don't know how this far they come out. How you know they come out me I don't know. I don't run now I don't come. Before I don't reach na Biguaf now I see them at trust now do. The hour they don't pass. At the end I say me room now. Me room now need to open. Nothing no they do. Father my trust they don't pass.
Councillor Madinatu Kamara has this to say about the 2 communities.
My sister against in the first place. Every year fire. I don't know waiting at the problem. This 5 o'clock morning, I get a call from one man by the name of Mr. Maraka and tell me say they get fire accident. We happen 3 o'clock in the morning. Say one lady grab say the warm rest. And that warm rest thing at the fire take place so. We over 50 houses that got affected. We dey up there now, they register people them. 1 o'clock back, we just see fire back down there. So I disturb. I don't know exactly waiting for you. Waiting at the cause of this fire now, I know able to know it. Unless I just can ask the landlord there and the tenants here where he side na the place and they will be able to explain to me exactly waiting at the problem.
Newswatch TV Salima Tuwai Kamara reporting.
The Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education would introduce the 3 school choice system for pupils that will be taking the National Primary School Examination and Basic Entrance Certificate Examination, which will start next year.
No, this thing with government scouts, so this new plan with government scouts, na good initiative because we na parents them and some of who facing any kind thing and they like me picking and me sit for and watch just because of 9 mark difference. They're not able to take them. And my other colleague back in picking back seats for convent because of 3 mark difference back then tell us they can find extra money for us. The food they ferry for let the interview. So all them thing and they take and say we the Comgado will spend more. But if the government don't carry them kind initiative there, if the picking not get the first school, maybe something you will get the 2nd or the 3rd school. Then
Well, they find actually in the other way not to find back for me because if the way I say I'm going to find because if you pick cases for a particular school, you get the mark. There is no need for me to go begin to spend to principal or to teacher because somehow when you go they will begin to tell you say you pick no seat for this school, you not get the mark.
Instead of free, sometimes they go begin asking for 800 or 1 million. But the pikin won't go to school. So we go all out to make it please the pikin. So now that kind of aspect they look at and say, like that the other way. You don't see, but at least when they discuss for talk, say, pikin forgets first choice, second choice, third choice. It will make the pikin back row go do well. Because automatically they take and now say, I get, if you are not getting the first school, I'll get the second school or the third school. But if you don't participate,
Well, first of all, I can say like a good idea because I remember I got one of my friends get a picking seat for convent, but because of due to the number, it be forget it be really strange for friend other school. Because you know say any watch and convent always get a team between them. If you sit for any watch and then you know get the number, you decide for convent and they go take you. If you sit for convent, you don't get the number, you decide for go and watch and they go take you. So those are two different things between them. So I believe say government carry this idea and a great idea where government carry it. So the people will get a lot of choices for them to choose that 3 different schools. It's good.
Well, for me, I think say a good because some people they can sit for this school, you know, get but at least if they don't make a 3, say 3 choice, you pick 3 choice of school. If you don't get the 1, you get the 1. So as for me, I don't think say that system way bad.
idea on the government for initiate this kind idea. But the problem is again for create more enrollment at the schools there. So the government for provide more sitting accommodation for the students there.
Center for Research, Peace and Youth Affairs has been officially launched today at their headquarters in Old Railway Line, Freetown. The rationale behind the launch of the organization is to promote youth activities such as job creation, mentorship and career guidance. Our reporter Audrey Nyambasano has the details.
Given the background of the organization, Abdul Parker, the Executive Director, Center for Research, Peace and Youth Affairs, said CRPYA started as Campus Peace Club, CPC, and it was launched at the Fabe College, University of Sierra Leone in 2018. Mr. Parker later launched the Media and Event Management Project, which will provide jobs for hundreds of youth.
So CRPYA started as Campus Peace Club. Its first branch was established and officially launched at Fabe College, University of Sierra Leone in 2018. Eventually, it's extended to other universities and schools across the country. In order to formalize its operation, CPC in 2018 officially registered as a community-based organization. As non-violence campaigns in schools, peace trainings for pupils and youths, celebration of International Peace Day, organizing workshops on human rights, gender equality, peace and other youth-related issues. CPC's founding members, now board members.
The research coordinator for the Justice Jallo says he is overwhelmed by the attendance and that he was expecting the turnout given that they have been doing a good job. He called on government and non-governmental organizations to help them promote their project.
Well, first of all, to the entire organizations, I want to ask other NGOs, civil society organizations and government officials to put hands on us. We cannot do it alone. We started it, but we cannot do it alone. But with the help of the government and partnership with other CSOs and NGOs, and development-oriented organizations, we can go forward. So I still continue on behalf of the staff and the board members of CRPYA to ask them, to continue to help us. So my expectation is their collaboration.
Launching of this new project, Center for Research, Peace and Youth Affairs shall advocate for good governance, democracy, peace and free quality education. For Newswatch Online TV, I am Audrey Nyambasano reporting.
Let's go for a quick break. We will be right back.
Are you looking for a place where you will have fresh poultry eggs? Well, your worries are over. Reef Poultry Eggs is here to satisfy you. Visit us at 28 Charlotte Street, Freetown, or call 079-368959. We do wholesale, retail, and home delivery service. Reef Poultry Eggs, your place to be.
Where do you go every time I touch you?
Welcome back. You're still watching News Watch Online TV News Hour with me, Maria Tudukuri. The Sierra Leone Police and other security forces are set to engage in a proactive preparation towards this year's festive season as a way to contain the spread of the COVID-19 in the country. Samuel Sayo Conte, Deputy Head of Media and Communications, Sierra Leone Police, speaks on their preparation in this interview.
Yes, indeed, you are right. Every festive period, it is the responsibility of the security sector, preferably, or to be specific, the Sierra Leone Police, to educate, inform, communicate, and sensitize, if not conscientize, the minds of the public as to the do's and don'ts of the festive period. You know, relatives who have been staying abroad for quite some time may want to come and spend the festive period with their loved ones, friends, you name it. So criminals also are doing their own game. So it is the responsibility of the Sierra Leone Police to educate the public as to the acts or behaviors of miscreants, lawlessness, violence, and criminal activities by some people, like pickpocketing and of course even robbery. So it is our mandate constitutionally to protect lives and property, to enforce the law, to implement the law, and to protect everybody's safety and security. So in that light, we believe that we should intensify, of course, our police patrols day and night, vehicular patrols, our raids to grey areas, ghettos, and of course we have in our operational term what we refer to as covert and overt surveillancing. You may see that police visibility is very key in any strategic operation. For those who are in uniform, of course you will see them and you will know that these are police personnel. But we also have those who are in civil, we call it mufti. Those ones we call the covert intelligence surveillance. They do their game without the ordinary man know that they are gathering information. So you hardly know that they are police personnel. They will go to the beach, the bars, the football field, the attire base, in the vehicle, wherever people used to go. They themselves will go there just to get information.
Magistrate Mark Ngeba has sentenced 21 years old Alfred Bokari to 1 year 6 months imprisonment. Abubakar Kamara with more details.
Magistrate Mark Ngeba has sentenced 21-year-old Alfred Bokari to 1 year 6 months in prison. Bokari appeared in court on one-count charge of larceny contrary to Section 2 of the Larceny Act of 1916. Police alleged that on October 1st, 2020, at Beauty Plus Hair Salon along the Lumley Beach Road, the accused Bokari stole 10 packages of Brazilian hair valued at 10 million leones and hair creams worth 18 million leones. Bokari was a staff at the beauty salon. Apparently, a client bought the hair and Bokari was to make a wig. After a week, the client returned for the wig, but they could not find Bokari or the wig. The accused pleaded guilty in court and the matter was adjourned for sentencing. Newswatch Court Update, Abubakar Kamara.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on this episode of Newswatch Online TV News Hour. Kindly do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles, which are all on Newswatch Online TV SL. Once again, I'm your host, Maria Tudukwe. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye.